Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Okay, we are moving along. This is pieces for the next center spread that we are doing. I did the one side like I did on the other one. Very complicated. I have a bad habit of not knowing when to stop. Very bad habit. Okay, so what I'm going to do, forgot to put this back in. Oh, and see my glue is coming undone down here, so I'm going to have to re-glue there. It's funny because I glued on the other side. Let me get a little clip. And this little guy who I have not yet refilled. Try to get it to come on down a little bit. Okay. I had a little spot over here the other day, and now I've got a spot here that wants to come undone. Come on, you. Okay. Now I lost that little clip. There it is. Okay, I'm going to just clip this so I may be off camera a little bit. All right. So, yeah, I have this bad habit of not being able to stop things. Anyway, I should be able to get that out. I don't know what we're going to work on tonight, to tell you the truth. This is, let me move this to the side. This is the tag journal that I put in there. So we have this, and then on the back we have all the space for journaling. And then in here we have a little window that we cut out, and we have this pretty little card. And these are tracing paper flowers that maybe we'll make this tag tonight. Again, I have to watch my time because I'm managed to get the other video up. At this point, it says it's still processing in my thing, but it also says that it's done in the other part of it. Anyway, hopefully it went up because this one will be going up after that one, provided it went up. So we have that little thing in here, this little card, and these are just some fussy cuts. And these are all the, so far, all the words or little phrases that I'm using are ones that I made personally on my computer. So we have this little thing here, and then it opens up as a little journal, just like a small little journaling space. So we have a card in here, okay, with this pretty like beigey pink lace, trying to keep it as flat as possible. And then just some plain pages. I stitched it on the machine down here. I didn't do the pamphlet stitch or anything. So you have all of that. I still do have to make something to put in here. There is a little pocket that I put back here, and I don't know if I'm going to decorate that or not, but we may get to that another time. So, and then it just closes like this. So now the funny thing is, because of how it goes in the pocket like so, for me to do this one, it's got to go the opposite way, which means it'll open this way. Okay, so technically the front of the journal then is going to be here, and then the pages, and so this will be on this side, and this will be down here, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, and then this is going to be, around. I don't know. It worked on this side, and then I was like, oh my gosh, if I do it on the other side, then it's got to be backwards. So we'll just see how that turns out. So we have that. Then in this pocket here, we have this pretty page, which I got from my porch prints. All of this, for the most part, except for like fussy cuts and things, was my porch prints. And this opens this way, and I don't know. Well, yeah, you're all in. So we have this to journal on. We have a journaling card here that you can journal on, and all this space. Okay, and that goes back in there. And then if we close it up and flip it over, we have this side, or that side. So we have journaling space here, journaling space here. We have another journaling card here, and then journaling space there. So that's like a giant fold out tag kind of thing. I folded it not in the way I wanted to. So it kind of came out this way. But in any case, I'll just leave that out because I've got the pieces for this over here. Let me just kind of clip these together so I don't lose them. That's probably going to be another night. I think what we're going to do here is we'll put the pocket on this page, which is the same paper as this. Okay. I just did that. And I've already put the lace on it like this. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to glue that right down, right over the edge of this paper here. Okay. So let's again do that with this. I should try to get some more in here. All right. So the part that's going to be glued down is the part with the flowers. Okay. So that's what we're going to try to do. So let's get a little glue on here. So I hope everybody's doing okay. This, if my week goes the way I think it should, this video should be up on Saturday the 30th, the day before Easter. I do believe that that is when I would try to schedule this one for. This centerpiece, for the sake of me keeping these videos relatively short so that I can hopefully guarantee that I can get them uploaded without any issue. Trying to make sure I get this in the right place. When I did the other one, of course, I didn't have the lace on it, but for the sake of trying to save a little bit of time on camera, looking for my wifey. There it is. I thought I would just go ahead and get the lace on. Like I said, I'm trying to get as much cut, inked, and ready. I mean, you know how to glue on lace, so you don't have to see how that's done, right? So, put that there. All right, and then just get a piece of card and make sure we're good. We are okay, and we are good back here. All right, so that pocket is on. So what we're going to do for right now, we're going to work on this card. To work on this card, and the reason why I chose that, I'm digging over here, is because I wanted to show you. Let's see, I have some here. What do I have over here? I have this one, which would work. Okay. What I do is I just tape, I think you can see the Scotch tape. I just Scotch tape a piece of tracing paper to the copy paper, and then this way it will go. I don't have a single feed, so it's kind of a problem for me. But I did manage to get these printed. So when you take them off of the copy paper, they look like this, okay? So what we're going to do, I cut one out, and we're just going to decide what ones we want on the, that's the other one. Let me try to find the one I'm looking for. Here we go. All right, I'm trying to get all the pieces. You can see how complicated this ended up getting. I'm trying to get all the pieces I need together for this. Okay, so let's just take this and put it over here and out of the way. This is the one we're going to be looking at. So I'm thinking we might be able to do this one. And what other one do I think? It can even come up and over the thing, though I'm trying to keep it under. Don't want to do the same ones. And this one is sort of the same, right? Actually, it's a little different. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Let me spin, oop, I just knocked that over. Let me spin this little thing I have here and find my little paintbrush right here. I'm trying. There we go. And all I do is I'm sure you've seen this 100 times before. Now, am I in frame? I'm gonna spray a little water here, just a few drops, not a lot for right now. I'm gonna decide which one of these I want. I think we have that one. That was that one. That was this one. Of course, I like all the same ones, right? Let's go for this guy over here. So I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in the water, and I'm going to go around the perimeter pretty far out from, you know, a good distance out, let's say, from the image. I think you can probably see the wet from it. Okay, don't want to go too far into the image below it. Okay, I think people do this with napkins, and obviously it works the same for tracing paper. I want to just push that up a little bit away from that. All right, it's a little too close. I've got to tip my head in order to see sometimes where things are, because I don't always see them as well as I'd like. So that's all I'm doing. Just going around. Now I'm going to go back to where I was and just sort of work that water line a little better into the paper. Back up here. Okay. Because you want it to saturate pretty well. Get the paper damp all the way through. Now the only thing I'm going to do now is just blot it a little bit, not a whole bunch. Okay. And then I'm just going to start what I did over here. I'm going to start pulling it apart. Okay. And I try to go around so that my finger stays, if this one's there it goes, sort of stays on the design so I don't tear into it by accident. You know, if I get a little too aggressive, just wipe that water up. Okay. Aha. I think I got in there very well. Where is it? This side. Okay, I'm just going to work that a little bit. All right, I think I was just off camera when I did that, but okay. I'm going to get a little, where's my water? Here it is. A little bit more. There's just a dot. I want to be able to get that out of there. Okay. That's the good thing about this, is you don't have to worry. It's been kind of drying, so I'm going to go around again these last spots where I was before. Whoops. All right. I'm trying to stay in frame for you. Okay. So there we have that nice little piece. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Okay, let's put that over there. And we'll go around here. Like I said, if you go, you know, if you kind of take your time and go around and you find that the water has dried and the paper has dried, you just go back and put a little more water where you were before and give it a second. And then you should be able to just pull it apart. So there's nothing fancy here. Nothing fancy at all. If you find that, you know, you want a little more definition, or, you know, something, you want it a little closer or something. Okay. All you have to do is go back and add more water. So let's get started here. go up this way because that was the way I originally went. Hopefully you're seeing this. My fingers, unfortunately, have to be in the way. For me, anyway. Somebody else may have an easier, different way of doing it. All right, it's dried a little here. So we just go back just this last little bit and add a little water. And then go ahead and just pull that apart. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Get another piece of napkin here or paper towel. Clean that up. Okay, let me put that back in there. I'll put my water back. All right, so this has been sitting here now for a quick second. I am going to find what I did with my little brush and find what I did with my ink. I'm probably still going to change this setup. I'll probably end up taking this stuff and moving it over this way or something. All right, so all I'm going to do here is I'm going to add just a little bit of ink to tone down the white. It's going on these beige papers, and you can see how it really just blended in. And I'm going along the edges to try to give it a little definition if I can, because it just adds to it, I think. Makes it look pretty. I'm going to keep checking and making sure. Again, let me apologize now if there is an abrupt ending to this video, because I am having trouble with my phone as my camera, and I'm never sure if it's going to work. So, okay, so we have that one, okay? This one should be pretty dry. Alrighty. Keep folding it, but that doesn't matter. So we're gonna decoupage it down. All right, there we go. And there's that one. We'll move that over there, throw that up that way. Throw this up that way. All right, let's put this out of my way too. This is more parts to this bit. So this is what we're working for. And these are our pieces. Now, I will show you. It's one I picked up accidentally in my last video. Hang on 1 minute. Let me see where I put it now. No. Must be in here. Here it is. Okay. What this is, this punch, and I don't know how well you can see the design on that. It is not exactly a corner punch. Okay, you might be able to see that a little better. I've got some bits still left in there. It is actually a photo corner punch. So what it does is it cuts it out like this. Let's see. You can see that. Okay. And it opens it this way. Okay. So what you can do is use it like a frame and put a little photo in it. Okay. And it doesn't matter how big, obviously. It's for the corners. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this little piece of paper and we're going to just stick that into this little photo thing. And I'm not worried. I just have to be careful that I don't tear anything. That's all. So we'll stick this little bit in here. Okay, now this was just on the regular card like the rest of it. This beige card. I just took the walnut stain and went over it with my applicator. And that's what I did to change the color here to something more. Now this piece of paper is just a bit smaller than I need it. So I'm trying to center it some so it's a little less obvious, because when you put it on the card, I don't think it's going to be so obvious. But I would like to try to, okay. All right. So here's the deal. This one's got to go, this one went to this side. This one's actually got to go to this side. Is that right? I'm trying to remember now. How is it going to go in? It's going to go here. It's going to go out. No, it's going to go this way. Nonetheless, it will go to that side. Yes? I'm trying to remember because I stink with mirror things. So yes, it's still gonna go to this outside because, yeah, okay, got it. Even though that doesn't look right, it is right. And the, what do you call it, is gonna go there. So what I may end up doing is I may move it up a little bit on this side. Trying to think. Because I don't know where I want to put this then. I think I'm going to want to move it up, and I'll put this down a little further, but it really would have to be quite high for me to do that. Gosh, I really don't want to spend a lot of time here thinking about this. All right, let me try to fold this in the right place and get it pressed down somewhat. I'm working with the tab, which I used double on to make it good and sturdy, and now you know I can't make it go where I want it to go. Isn't that the case? All right. I'm just going to use these scissors to kind of pull it back. So if I put that down here like that, then what would I want to do for the top? Or would I want to? Don't really want to cover that. So let me have another look at this stuff. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Trying to think if I have anything a little smaller. This one would still be the better one. All right, let's stick this guy over here. Let me get a little more water again. I think I can get away with this. Oh, I gotta try to find my thing again here. All right, I'm looking at this one. All right, so let's try to do this. Try to stay away from the tape up here. It's getting a little ripply, which is good. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm not pulling any of the water off of this one, so just hoping I don't tear it too easily and get a little, you know, crazy with it. Okay, that would be all right there. Okay. All right, there we go. Let me get that towel again. All righty. Some pieces of paper towel with some paint and things on it. So I'm using it. All right, let's put that back. Okay. Hopefully this is dry enough. I think I may have done these on my laser printer. I think. I may go back in and take out some of this white because of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to move this one up a little higher. So I want to try to put this one this way. Yeah, I think it'll look a little different, but that's okay. All right, so my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And then I'm going to work with, just checking to make sure I'm still going. I moved my garbage can at least temporarily. I confuse myself. I keep moving things around as I'm trying to organize stuff. It isn't good. I can never find things. I'm constantly dropping stuff on the floor because I think I'm dropping it in the garbage, and then I get up and look down and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've made this big mess. So, all right, we're going to glue this piece down here. Okay, a little higher than this one was. We're gonna, all right, that's good. Now this one I had already backed on card. This one I didn't, so it's actually a little thicker. Before I do that, try to get some of this down this way. Okay. Just get that under here and glue that down so it doesn't catch on anything. Same thing here. I mean, if you wanted to take stuff in and out, I would make it in much thicker card, which since most punches won't cut through anything terribly thick, they kind of bind up and dent your card, but don't exactly cut it. I think what you would probably have to do is to cut, 2 or 3 of them and then just glue them together, which you have to be careful. Probably best to use something like the 3-in-1 or something, because at least it gives you a second to try to move it. So, yeah, okay. All right, so we got that glued down. Let's move this over. I'm going to leave this on it. Well, you know what? We kind of put it so that it goes towards the tip a little better. Every time I use it, I take a bad chance here. Okay, again, this is still my Porch Prince. This is also, I think, my Porch Prince. I just cut it, out of a paper. One of her pages, either her background pages or a journal page, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's her. Pretty sure it's her. All right. So we're going to get this in here, stuck to my finger, and I got to hold it up to make sure I've got it at a proper angle. Okay. We'll get that in there. All right. While that's setting, let's make our decision on what we want to do here. Okay, I think we want to go ahead and put this over this way, because the tab, which I've now lost, here it is going to go about here, I think. Okay, it's going to go lower, even lower than this, but that's kind of what we have. All right, so while that's doing that, let me get another brush, and I'm pretty sure I had one here. What's this one? I think it was this one I used. All right, and I have this is a cheap one. I don't even know what one it is. It's Americana Decoupage, whatever. So that's the one I have out. So I'm just going to get a little bit on here. Okay. And it doesn't matter what I do it on. I think I had wax paper or something last time. And I'm going to thin it out. All right, I certainly won't need all of what I took. So I can't even imagine how old this is. It still works. It still works. So we're just going to pull some of this. I hope I'm in frame for you. Mix this with water and thin it down considerably. Okay. All right. Then we're going to put it down where we are pretty sure it's going to go. Let me get in frame here. A nice thin coat here. Whoops, I just knocked it into that. And we're going to go ahead and put it down like so. And from the center out, okay, and wherever we think it's not sticking, we can just go back with the brush and try to make it stick a little better. Okay, right here we can go around the edges because I didn't have the glue underneath out far enough. Okay, we'll end up cutting off that little edge. I'm just going to kind of go in here. All right, we're still filming. All right, that looks pretty good to me. All right, then we're going to get the other piece, which I think we decided on this one, right? That flower is going to go off the top. Okay, I want to put a little bit more water on that.